Hello security gurus, welcome to this new lecture. In this lecture, we are going to talk about what is GitOps. So let's jump into the action. Let's first learn what is GitOps. Now the GitOps is a set of practices that emphasizes the use of Git as a single source of truth. This single source of truth should be considered for continuous delivery. Now within continuous delivery, we have three steps which are continuous integration, continuous deployment and continuous security. It means our version control system, which can be GitHub, Bitbucket, or other version control systems, should be considered as the single source of truth for keeping all the code related to our continuous delivery of the application. The core idea behind GitOps is to manage and automate the deployment process and also the infrastructure creation process using the version control configuration. For example, we can keep our Kubernetes deployment files within GitHub or Bitbucket for the deployment of our container images. Similarly, we can keep our Terraform files within GitHub or Bitbucket for the creation of infrastructure. That's why the core of GitOps is to consider Git as the source of truth for any part of the continuous delivery of the application. Let's go through some key principles and characteristics of GitOps that will help you to understand idea behind it. First thing is to consider version control as the source of truth. Hence, we need to keep all our configuration, scripts, policies related to infrastructure and applications within Git or any other version control system that we are using. Within this course, we will be using Git and GitHub for the demonstration of our DevSecOps case study. The next characteristic of GitOps is the continuous delivery. Within continuous delivery, GitOps promote automated continuous integration, automated continuous deployment, and automated continuous security. GitOps focuses on the automation of these three important parts of the delivery pipeline. Hence, within our course, we will see continuous security happening within DevSecOps pipeline, continuous deployment happening within DevSecOps pipeline, and also continuous integration happening within pipeline as well. Hence, we will depict this characteristic of GitOps within our case study where our Docker image will be created automatically. It will be built and pushed to Docker Hub automatically. It will be deployed on Azure Kubernetes service automatically, and also security scans will be running on that Docker image automatically as well. The entire code to implement this automation will be stored in our single source of truth, which will be our version control. Let's go through the next characteristic of GitOps, which is pull based deployment. In pull based deployment, GitOps leverage tools like Argo CD, Flux to continuously pull the desired state from Git and apply it to the target environment, which in our course will be Azure Kubernetes service. So Azure Kubernetes service will be the target system. Argo CD will keep on checking the Kubernetes deployment file within Git, and if there are any changes detected within deployment YAML file, it will deploy these new changes on Azure Kubernetes service automatically. By default, Argo CD keeps on polling Git after every 3 minutes, but we can change this interval as well. We will learn about all these things within the upcoming lectures. The next characteristic of GitOps is the monitoring and observability, which we just talked about. So Argo CD will keep on monitoring any new changes within Git and will detect any deviations from the desired state. This helps in maintaining system health and identifying any issues promptly. The final characteristic of GitOps is to promote collaboration. The collaboration is promoted and facilitated using Git workflows. So if there are multiple development teams working on a single project, the changes are proposed through pull requests that allows for code reviews before these changes are merged and applied to the target system. So these are all the key principles and characteristics of GitOps. I hope you are now clear what is GitOps, what are the characteristics of GitOps, and in the upcoming lectures we will implement these various principles of GitOps while implementing the DevSecOps pipeline for our Mario game. In the next lecture, we will learn about the difference between GitOps, DevOps and DevSecOps. So stay tuned. Thanks for watching. See you in the next lecture.